You're going to hear an audio tape of Grandma Iole Banker, Grandma Iole Martinat Banker, and I'm going to show you photos that are important to the family. This photo was taken around 1980, before I was born, and my dad, Eugene Arthur Coates, Gene, knew about a restaurant in downtown LA, in this building here. Forgot what the name of it was, but it was a pretty fancy, nice restaurant, and in the building there's like 3 of these towers that are made of glass by this Figueroa Street. And anyways, my dad treated and took everybody out to dinner there, or lunch or something. And it was a treat, everybody liked it. It's one nice thing everybody had to say about my dad. So on the left, we have Grandma Iole's father, Dante Martinat. So he was probably in his late 80s there. Maybe about a year or two before he died. Maybe 2 years, a good 2 years probably. And then next to him is Grandma Iole. And then in pink, Grandma Iole's mother, Ida Martinat, in her mid to late 80s. Ida Ana Maria Martinat. And in white is Iole's son, Jack, or John Lemuel Banker, the second technically, because he was named after his great-grandfather with the same name, and his wife Sandy. And in the back there, it's Grandpa Bob, Robert Lemuel Banker, and then my mom, Yolanda Lani Banker, and they might have been married then, so maybe Coates already. I'm not sure if they went here before they were married or right after. And my dad, Gene took the picture. And the next photos I'm going to show you are of the baby shower for my mom and dad, for me. And they had it just in time. I was born just a week later. The baby shower was held at 9863. And there you can see my mom, Yolanda Lani Banker Coates, wearing some pregnancy dress. And I'm in there, just about ready to pop pretty soon. And then Grandma Iola's in white, hugging my other grandma, my dad's mother, Elsie Coates. I don't know if she had a middle name, but I know her maiden name was Bolton. And there's Grandpa Bob smiling in the distance there. And you're going to hear Grandma Iole talking in just a minute, but I just wanted to point out at the baby shower here, you can see the presents. They're in that bluish color outfit is my dad's mother, so Elsie Coates. And next to her is her daughter, my dad Gene's sister, his older sister, I think, Colleen Coates, and then Colleen Holloway. She had 2 children, Jim Holloway and Gail Holloway. Okay. So let's hear what Grandma Iole has to say. I think she's going to tell us about some recipe that she used to make.
What are you making now? Now fight these stairs.
And so Grandma Iole is going to be speaking in her Prustinench dialect from northwestern Italy, the Piemonte region, Piedmont. but you don't say that. You say Piemonte, but it's spelled kind of like Piedmont.
No. No, well, what are you making now? You have nang piemontese o manang bita. What's this? Exam. You do? Oh! Nang bita chicken say instead of fish. And that's it pass nang bita look. Sipa bunadi. I know. Poulet, maybe. No. What's poulet? I don't know. Poulet? Huh? Poulet? Poulas? Poulas. You got it.
I think we figured out how to say chicken. It's pulas. I must have heard her say it, and then she momentarily forgot, and then when I said it correctly, then she remembered that yeah, that's how you say it. So I think out of that dialect we got pass is fish, and I'm not sure, I think she said something like stes would be the same, and pulas is the chicken.
Poulas?
Let's see here.
No. What's poulet? I don't know. Poulas? Huh? Poulas? Poulas?
Pulas.
You got it. Well, what do you think? Okay, that's chicken. Poulas.
So there's my dad, Eugene Arthur Coates, known as Gene. His mom Elsie used to call him Sonny, like the sun, because he was cheerful when he was younger, at least. I like this photo of him because he seemed happy and excited about the baby shower and, maybe the idea of having a child. They didn't know if I would be a boy or a girl because my mom wanted it to be a surprise. So at this point, he didn't know. Nobody knew if it was going to be a boy or a girl. So, the baby shower items were probably themed, kind of neutral, not all pink or not all blue. And I guess on one of the ultrasounds or something, my mom said, Yolanda Lonnie said that she thought something made her think it was going to be a boy, something they said or something she saw in the ultrasound. So she was, thinking maybe I would be a boy. So I guess I was a surprise when I turned out to be a girl, and I don't think I weighed too much, maybe only about 3.5 or 4 pounds, I think. There's Grandma, my great-grandma, Ida, so Grandma Iola's mother. Ida Martinat. Ida Ana Maria Rivoire Martinat. I like how that brooch on her blouse there is a butterfly. Grandma Iola liked butterflies too. And I got her a card of a monarch butterfly, which I think is amazing because with the monarchs, one, generation, like the parents live just 1 month, and then the next generation that makes the migration, the long flight, that generation lives like 10 times as long, like, a year or so. And then they have babies and they only live a month because they're not doing the migration. So to be the same species just from one generation to the next and be able to live 10 times as long or, 10 times as short as your parents, to live 10 times as long as your parents is incredible. What's going on with the DNA there? Okay, back to the recipe.
You got it. Well, okay, that's chicken. Poulas. Uh-huh. So you're doing the same thing with the chicken? Uh-huh. I don't know say pak kumay fight law to boat. Makayo kay bitam put buyong. And you don't remember exactly how you did it last time, but
so she said she's going to do the same thing with the chicken as she did maybe with the fish, because that was what she talked about last on the recording here. But maybe like she doesn't remember exactly how she did it last time. So in this photo, the baby shower at 9863, you can see the pool table. I don't think that one is the antique one with the ivory diamond shape things in it. I think it's just the just another pool table.
You're doing the same thing with the chicken? I don't know kumay fight law to boat.
Well, I don't know exactly how I did it last time.
So you're doing the same thing with the chicken? I don't know kumay fight law to boat. Makayo kay bitam put buyong. And you don't remember exactly how you did it last time, but you did it.
But she thinks she puts a little bit of bouillon in there, so maybe like chicken broth in with the chicken.
Kay bitam put buyong. And you don't remember exactly how you did it last time, but you did it on bus or something? On bus? On bow? What was that word? Basta coat. Kanta fight that I live basta coat. I wrote a bit to pull out.
Did she say banya kauda kaut? Like banya kalda hot?
Kanta fight that I live basta.
Let's see.
Something, on bus? On bow? What was that word? Basta coat. Kanta fight that I live basta coat. I wrote a bit to
Oh, you make the bath hot, like the bouillon hot, maybe?
What's that word? Basta coat. Kanta fight that I live basta coat. I wrote a bit to pull out. It's sitting, and it's going to splash on. How do you know how you wanted to see if the olive oil I just showed you. Was hot enough, right? I showed you. So you took a little piece of the bread, put it in? Dahil kanta fight that I reduce true coat. It's hot enough if it like bubbles and squirms around?
Okay, so I think in the pan she put I don't know, she's talking about like I don't think there is a lot of liquid in this pan. Maybe it's just olive oil, and she, is saying, is it hot enough? You take a little bit of the crumbs from the crust. It sounded like maybe we breaded the chicken, and you take a little piece of the breading and drop it into the pan, and if it kind of, if it does nothing, it's not hot enough. But if the crumb of crust that you drop in there, a little piece of cracker or something, if it kind of sizzles and squirms around, then it's hot enough. So I'm not sure why she was talking about the bouillon, like chicken broth. I guess it's possible this pan could be full of chicken broth, and see if the chicken broth is hot enough and then put the chicken in there, but I really don't think so. I think she's more or less just frying the chicken, sauteing it kind of at little pieces, probably little, cutlets kind of chicken. So, I would just do it with olive oil, but I'm really not sure why she was talking about the bouillon. And a hot bath, because it sounded like she said hot bath, that it makes it seem like there would be more liquid in the pan before you put the chicken in.
Let's use
So that's Grandma Iola's mother, Ida. So my mom, Yolanda's grandmother, Ida.
true coat. It's hot.
Oops. Let's see.
So you took a little piece of the bread, put it in?
Well,
Which was hot enough, right? I showed you. So you took a little piece of the bread, put it in?
parai is like this. You see how I do it like this?
Juice. The bread, put it in? Let's juice. True coat. It's hot enough if it like bubbles and squirms around.
So the juice or the liquid is hot enough if it bubbles around.
Let's juice. True coat. It's hot enough if it like bubbles and squirms around. So, I think
Oh yeah, luli is the olive oil. So I think this pan just has olive oil in it, and maybe a little extra olive oil, so it's like a little bit of a liquid bath kind of thing. Not totally frying, but not being too shy on the olive oil, and putting the chicken in when it's hot. She thinks it's better to do it like that. If May is better. If the olive oil isn't hot enough, the chicken is not going to brown up nicely.
Oh, the chicken likes it better if the olive oil is real hot when you put it in. Yeah. Parai. Like that. Like that. Like this. Parai.
And now we're going to cook it. Kuye. There's my grandma, my dad's mother, Elsie, and Grandpa Bob.
Like that. Like this. Parai.
So maybe I'll put it a little hotter. Make it a little hotter. Magara maybe, and plu pikaut is hotter, more hot.
Laisu?
Leave it.
Okay.
Laisu kabeng umpok kuit sepa kumadi brown.
Laisu kabeng? What's kabeng?
Get.
Kabeng?
Get. Kabeng umpok paprika
Not burned.
yeah.
So let the chicken brown, not burn.
Kabeng.
I don't know what that is.
Laisu kabeng? What's kabeng?
Get.
So laisu is leave it cooking.
The brown.
Laisu kabeng? What's kabeng?
Get.
Kabeng?
Get. Kabeng umpok paprika
Not burned.
yeah. Umpok sepa kumadi
Brown.
Sepa como these. I'm not sure how to say browned.
umpok sepa kumadi
Brown.
brown.
From Bombay.
Yeah. We'll try. Put tomatica sauce.
On Prus, we'll try to put a little tomato sauce on it. See how it is like that. Kind of experimenting, I guess.
Right. And prøv at put,
Oops.
we'll try. And prøv at put tomatica sauce.
Salsa?
Salsa, that's right, salsa. Salsa.
Like marinara, tomato sauce.
Salsa, that's right, salsa. Salsa. And put bird pulost.
What?
Pulost. Chicken
Chicken soup?
No. Yeah. Brød is broth.
So I guess she's going to put a little bit of chicken broth in with the tomato sauce. So I think she's browning the chicken first. And then once it's browned, she's going to add the chicken to this mixture of tomato sauce and chicken broth to let the chicken finish cooking in the sauce like that.
Salsa. And put bird pulost.
What?
Pulost. Chicken
Chicken soup?
No. Yeah. Brød is broth.
So brød is broth, chicken broth.
Is broth. I am so out of shape.
I know, I can see.
This is for Snapple.
No.
Basta sei pas comment I did brown.
Say that.
Umbilical.
Let's look.
We're gonna look.
On buku is let's look.
We'll look.
So, keep an eye on the chicken as it's browning, I guess.
Say that.
Umbilical.
Let's look.
We're gonna look.
Let's see.
We'll look. I don't think they had these things.
Oh, a can opener?
Yeah, they had old-fashioned kind. You'd a drill
Drill is open.
Ow. The coat.
Ura is now Drew opened the can of chicken broth, I think, or tomato sauce.
A drill
Drill is open.
Ow. The coat.
Kaut is hot, so something was hot.
Did I say result?
Ow.
The coat. Did I say result?
So, like she's saying, burn yourself, or because I touched something hot.
The coat. Did I say result? The can turna.
Say that again?
Ooh.
Wait, say that?
Better we look now. Let's jump up.
What's in Turna?
Huh?
What's in Turna?
Again? Turna.
Oh,
Le make een beetje turna.
Turna means
Kuma bengel pulost.
like turn them over.
There's Grandmama Iole Martinat, and the back of my mom, Yolanda.
Let's jump up.
So I think we're looking at the chicken as it's browning and seeing it might be a little bit too brown, too much. Look at some of the fancy food and fancy platters they had at the baby shower. I can see this lady's holding finger sandwiches. I know Grandma Iole said they made a lot of finger sandwiches like that. So pretty. The plating was beautiful with some greens there, and these things look really tasty. Pretty nice. Okay.
From Siberia. Turna.
Say that again. Wait, say that?
They made it better we look now.
And this was the view from 63 when the pool was still there. And you know what? I'm not sure, but I think this photo might have been close to in the album to that other photo that I showed at the very beginning. Remember this one where they were at this fancy restaurant downtown with that my dad took them to, and they're wearing the exact same outfits. Although my mom took her jacket off, but everybody else is wearing the same outfit. So I think this photo goes with that other one that shows the inside of that fancy restaurant downtown and the skyscraper there. Let's see, Grandpa Bob, everybody's all dressed up. Grandmama Ida, Anna Maria Martinat, Revoir Martinat, and Dante Martinat, Grandma Iole. And it looks like they're having orange juice, so I'm pretty sure this would have been a breakfast, probably some kind of a brunch. And there's my mom, Yolanda, Lonnie, Roberta, Banker Coates, and Jack's wife, Sandy, and then Jack, which is Iole's son. And, okay, so back to the recipe.
Wait, say that?
They made it better we look now. Let's jump up.
What's in Turna?
Huh?
What's in Turna?
Again? Turna.
Oh,
Le make and biku turna.
Turna means?
Kuma bengal pulost.
Well, we better look again at how the chicken is coming along.
Turna.
Oh,
Le make and biku turna.
Turna means?
Kuma bengal pulost.
Like, turn them over?
Okay, well that's all for that side of the tape. Oh, here we can see more of what they were eating. To me, it looks like Grandpa Bob is having maybe like, kind of looks like fancy eggs, like eggs Benedict with some ham, or not really sure. Is that, I don't know if that's a tomato, that red thing. Looks like a lot of them are having the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Here's an old photo of when they went camping. Grandma Iole's on the right there, probably in her early 30s. There's the tent behind them, and her son Jack in the middle, and her son Yolanda Lani on the left there. And I think on the back, my mom wrote this, because at the bottom it says, "Love Yolanda," and a lot of the writing is cut off. It must have been from a bigger picture or something, but maybe she sent this to the cousins in Italy or something. I think that's the same tent that I used to play with. So let's just see. there's any more of the recipe on side B.
Saudina permet sita pagla dalbambing perché I piaicos curio, le papa che curio, che sei curio bem, le perché sei sua grandmamma.
Tanto bem.
No. C'est bon.
C'est boum, boum, boum.
Boum, boum, boum.
Moi, ça va.
Take out.
Ça va.
Ça va.
Ça va, Lou.
Ça va.
Gavaz, to take out.
Ça va.
Ça va, Lou.
Ça va. Slingo tutto lily. Le fan pas creek lily. Nancy. Contact value. Que screw. Helen Cook.
Well, I don't think there's any more of the recipe. It sounds like they maybe we took it out. We took it off the fire or took the chicken out of the pot or something like that. So, sounds tasty though.